Hello there, my beautiful Taurus signs. It's Rachel with Dark Knight Coaching. Today's video is going to be a love message, a love reading for you, Taurus, for whoever's on your mind, for whoever's coming in here. I do feel like if you're not in a relationship, there is an opportunity to be in one, but there is a lot going on for you at this time. Some of you are recently single. I do get that because there's a little bit of breaking the chains of something. When I meditate, I listen to music, and I was listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, so that might be a significant song or some significant lyrics in there for you. So you might want to check that out. And it also, I don't know why I was drawn to look at the clouds, but it looks like it's about to rain here. So maybe you've been crying a lot. Maybe you've been a bit going through a storm, but there's excitement coming your way. So don't give up hope or faith because there are a lot of positive opportunities for your Taurus coming in. It's just going to take some gumption and grit. And you do have that, but you're stubborn. So, I mean, I have a Taurus moon. I know you're stubborn because I'm stubborn. And it's like I'm this paradox because I'm like fire sign, Sagittarius sun, and then Taurus moon. So it's like a very unpredictable blend, which is great when you have, you know, neurodivergence as well. So the first card I have for you, Taurus, is individuality. It says you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. And that's true. Taurus can be a very romantic sign. You're very grounded typically. Now, when it comes to your individuality, I also pulled the archetype card for you called the shapeshifter. This to me means like you're adaptable. You can very much so be the chameleon and do whatever it is you need to do to get yourself wherever it is you're going. So it's like you're not only are you like the bull in the china shop, you're also like as graceful as the swan when you need to be. But swans are also deadly, so you can also like do some damage if you need to do that as well. I just feel like Spirit really wants you to finish something because you have the Wisdom Oracle card that says go the distance. So like you're on the cusp of breaking free of achieving the life of your dreams, which I think is why that Fleetwood Mac song was there. It's like you have a vision of what you would like. You're on the cusp of it. You just have to really go the distance here. And then when you do decide to follow through, if that's your choice, then there is something new and exciting waiting for you. But you have to pave the path yourself, and that's not easy ever for anyone. It says, I am beginning an exciting new path of self discovery. So, very cohesive with everything here. And then you also have the Flower of Life card. I love this card. The Flower of Life is such, it's so symbolic. There's so much math inside of it. Like I could talk about just the flower of life for hours. If you don't know what the flower of life is, just give it a Google with like search like flower of life and Terrence Howard, and your head's gonna be like exploded. So much good stuff. I love Terrence Howard. He's just like a mad genius and a great actor as well. Connect with the energetic world of our soul where compassion and unconditional love reside. So we are all energetic electromagnetic beings. After we die, it is scientifically proven 21 grams of our soul floats out of our meat suit, our bodies, and goes somewhere into the ether, into the quantum realm. And think of quantum physics. Like that's basically the ether or the fifth dimension or multiple dimensions that we can't see with our human eyes. And we can only see 5% of baryonic matter, which is basically the spectrum of color that we can see in this moment. But there's a whole lot of dimensions out there. And if you're like, oh, this lady's talking crazy, Google it. There are government documents that admit to having, proof of multiple dimensions. This isn't made up. This isn't hokey. This isn't conspiracy or woo-woo. But if you're watching tarot, then you're probably like already know what I'm telling you is accurate. So keep that in mind as you go through this journey. Nothing is infinite. I mean, we are all infinite beings, but the situation is temporary. Like this too shall pass, basically. So if it's a hardship you're going through, you are going to get yourself out of it. And it does come at a cost, but I think the cost is, learning something. It's learning the lesson. So maybe you're learning about your individuality. Maybe we're learning about self-worth, self-value, and your uniqueness and your unique expression, and how to live a life without codependency or someone telling you what to do all the time. And Spirit really wants you to focus on creation. This is tapping into your highest self. This is tapping into your crown chakra, which is the chakra that's above your head, and it's virtually your connection to spirit. It's kind of like the invisible thread that connects us to our higher self. And the creation is why we're here. That's what this planet is all about. Manifestations and creation to help elevate others, to help elevate ourselves, so we can like learn and grow as we do things. Now, in your tarot here, did I say this one? I don't know if I said, I don't remember if I said your moon oracle card. But communication is key, Gemini. So if there is a love interest that you're trying to talk to, or somebody you need to speak about, maybe they're a Gemini, communication is key here. It's vital. I do feel like you have to go in with an offer yourself. And I'm also seeing 555 on the clock as well, and 1212 as I'm recording this. So those might be significant angel numbers for you. So you might want to look that up. But I do feel like communication is vital. It's very important that you can express yourself to someone in regards to this love connection. And maybe that's just someone from the past that you ended a love connection with, and you need to like tell them it's over, and you don't want to continue anything or something like that. Like, don't lead anyone on, obviously, if you're not intending to have a future with them. I feel like that's a little unkind, but I try to keep my personal opinion to myself because I don't know everybody's situation, and I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to guide you and help you. So use discernment with whatever I'm saying, but somebody needed to hear that message. So in the past, you have the Page of Pentacles, and this is like a new opportunity that you had. It could be a career, it could be a hobby that you picked up, it could be you're learning something new, and I do feel like you're moving forward, and maybe that's just you're tapping into this like spiritual side of yourself that you've never even learned about or read about before. And if you like what I'm saying about quantum physics, there's a book called Quantum Spirituality that I really love, and I don't remember who the author was, but if you just Google it, you'll probably be able to find it. And it was a pretty quick read, and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully that helps you, Taurus. Now, your present energy is the Six of Wands. This is a celebration card. This is like celebrating yourself, because I feel like you have broken out of some sort of bad habit, bad pattern, and you're really moving forward to try to give yourself a new opportunity, a new chance at love, at life, and that starts with loving yourself first. Your future card you have was death. This can be tied to like ego death. This can be tied to, it could be tied to the death of a person or a loved one. Typically, I hope that's not the case. But it can also be tied to like death of an expectation, or maybe a legacy that you thought you were going to leave, a family that you really wanted to have that sounded great on paper, but it could never work the way that it needed to in order for you to feel fulfilled, for you to feel happy, for you to feel victorious. Maybe it was just a codependent trauma bond that made you feel not so good about yourself, and you really just tried to make it work. You tried to save it, and no matter what you did, you couldn't. And now you're really realizing in the future here, like, it's the end of it. It's the end of it. I tried everything I could. There was no saving it. I just, it takes two to make a relationship work. And if there's not cohesion, if there's not symmetry, if it's not I don't know, symbiotic, I don't know why I'm saying that. If it's not, adding value to both of you, then there's really no purpose in it. And I think you're finally starting to see that, the whole lesson of that. And most of the times when we find ourselves in relationships where it's like the same pattern behavior, it's actually a karmic loop and a karmic cycle that we unknowingly, sometimes subconsciously, perpetuate because of our childhood traumas, because of, traumas that we went through with someone else, and then we never healed those wounds, so we have to experience it in a different way or with a new person again in order for it to really like hit home, to make us adapt, to make us become a shapeshifter, where we have to bring out a different part of ourselves so we can move forward and grow and learn from it. Now, in your subconscious energy, I wasn't going to pull all of these, but I was guided to, because you have a lot of pentacles. So you're very grounded at this time for sure. Your subconscious is the Emperor, which is the divine masculine energy, which is a very good card to have when you're like in the midst of all of this change, because it can feel chaotic, it can feel like you're out of control, but I feel like you know what you want now, you're not settling for less, and you're really moving forward determined. Now, the King of Pentacles, also a very like calm, cool, collected energy. It's like basically I think of the King of Pentacles as like one step below the Emperor, because he's very like Hierophant leaning as well. He's very stable, very determined and diligent. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is like an offer of love. So maybe if you have someone on your mind or someone's coming in here, it's a slow moving offer of love, but it is an offer of love nonetheless, because it's like you're going at someone with this this opportunity that you want to present to them, because you do care, because you are genuinely um, I don't know, I'm not sure, curious about them, or you're genuinely wanting to connect with someone in a loving way that benefits the both of you. Now, lastly, I pulled 3 cards from my love deck. These are just general energy cards. This could be whoever you're thinking of at this time, whoever's coming in to your life pretty soon in regards to love. It could be the person that maybe you had just left as well. So take this as it resonates, and it could be your energy too. So the first card says, My Fantasy. You are my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you, and I use them for inspiration. I want you. Second one is emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. And soon, I'm going to contact you soon. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this Knight of Pentacles. So if you've been waiting to contact someone, you have like go the distance, soon, Knight of Pentacles. These are all like communication is key. This is red flag, red flag, red flag, like green flag, go, like do it. Because I do feel like you've taken your sweet time to get there, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but every sign is pointing to go for it. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully this helped. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in a one-on-one coaching session with me, please feel free to reach out and DM me. If you would like an individualized tarot reading, please again feel free to reach out, and I will see you next time.